All right.
Rocky start. We're in.
Rocky start. This is what I mean. It is the first live, so naturally. Hey, put this in your mouth. Naturally, it's gonna be some technical difficulties. So we are 20 minutes late, but we really apologize. But we are realtors, so it only makes sense to just not be on time,
That's right.
right?
Join live.
So let me just make sure these guys are tagged here.
How many people are watching us right now?
I don't know. It's gonna be low to start, but we're hoping.
No, it's gonna be a lot.
It's gonna be a lot. We're manifesting.
How do we check? I can't even check. You gotta tell me.
We're manifesting it.
4 million.
Did you post the link?
I did post the link.
Awesome.
Are we on right now?
We're on.
Oh. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the show.
So
How come we don't see it there then?
let's let some people tap in here a little bit.
Tap in.
Join
We're gonna
live.
let some people tap in here.
I'm gonna see.
Let me turn this down.
Oh, I mean, I might take a bit for. We got okay.
So we have two special guests today.
And this is the first. Is this the first one?
This is the
I'm
first
always
live.
I think I was the first guest on.
You were my first price to sell guest.
That's right.
You were. You popped the cherry.
That's right.
I was really nervous on that couch.
I was too.
You
I
were.
was too.
You were too. You were wearing red, which was.
It might make my face blend in more because I
Your
was so
face.
scared.
We blended into the wall. We both blended
That's
in.
perfect.
The brick wall. The red brick wall.
And this is the first time I meet Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah. Much taller and buffer in person. We had to switch him out of the my seat beside me because he'd be like making me look.
Yeah,
Everyone says that though.
you're a bit of a
taller
giant.
than they thought. But
You know, I get that too,
yeah.
and I'm not that tall.
Taller than.
taller than me. Yeah, for sure.
Taller. Okay, I'm taller than you a little bit. But
I'm out of this conversation. You guys.
Yeah.
keep talking.
Yeah.
But everyone's like, "Oh, we thought you were short."
Me too.
What?
Is it because of the cameras? Is that
I
what
don't
it
know.
is?
Are we taking weird angle photos?
We gotta start doing it from the bottom up.
Do we have to start doing that?
Down here?
Can you guys tell I'm short before you met me? Like
No,
on
no.
TV? Be honest.
No,
yeah.
on God, no.
Stop
no.
sugarcoating it.
You know, I think I
tell
don't
me
even notice those things. I don't think I would know.
Oh, really?
I'm not like overly observant.
I make an effort to make sure like the angle, the camera angles, I'm like, like Tom Cruise syndrome.
Yeah,
But-
I don't know.
Yeah, both notable guests on Price to Sell, and now we're doing the live stream where we're going to talk about all the trendy things we need to talk about in the real estate space. So
The
Oh.
boys.
we got Ernesto tapping in, the live stream legend himself. He is cool iPad. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I was literally just shitting on my iPad before we
Did you just
started.
get this, or is that new?
It's a newer one, but I hate it.
You said, yeah, you mentioned that.
I'm gonna have to do some investing.
You don't need an $8,000 one. You can just get the ones that are like.
We don't have to go snap like this guy over here.
Hey man, I thought I was gonna be a videographer and edit all my videos, and that didn't go. With
I
5
did the same
kids,
thing, man.
Doesn't make sense. Yeah.
I did the exact same thing.
So let's start off with some little intros for those that don't know who we are. I'll start with me. I'm Matt.
And I'm Cash. That's it?
No, I'm still introducing myself.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Yeah. I'm
Sorry.
Matt, and my last name is Campoli, and I host Price to Sell podcast. I also sell real estate. I try to sell real estate.
We're trying.
We're trying. I mean, we're not really selling real estate right now. Who is?
Yeah, we're doing our best.
Right.
You know?
Right? Unless, actually, we are selling real estate. Let's give ourselves a pat on the back.
We're doing okay.
We're doing okay.
You're doing
Cash?
good. I'm Cash Alavi. I've been in real estate 16 years.
It's a long time.
And
It's a long time.
started making some skit comedy, crazy content, controversial marketing, and put me on the map. I've got 5 kids, family man, and I get to be with these 2 handsome single dudes and brush shoulders with guys who are having a great time.
And we'll get into the whole family man dynamic
Yeah,
versus,
I'm curious.
I
have a lot of questions.
we
lined
do
up.
have questions for you. We want to know how 5
Hit
kids
it up.
is.
Hit it up. I
5
got plenty
boys.
of answers for sure.
Yeah. And Dave, give us the honors.
Yeah, I'm Dave Hutchinson. Been in real estate for 7 years. I do not do skit comedy, and I also don't have any podcasts. I'm just a frequent podcaster, podcast guest. Tons of free content, if you guys are wondering. It's the best approach, I think.
Interesting.
But I think
He's right, though.
this
He's
is my
right.
3rd time on Price to Sell, and I've just been hoarding all the free
Free content.
Yeah, I think we all have a different approach to how we, run our social media and how we generate business from it. I think it's different, and we're all unique in that sense. So it's kind of cool that we're all here because we all kind of do it a little bit differently.
True. But one thing that's in common for all of us is we make content.
Yes.
So
We do make
that's-
content.
That's
Yeah.
how
We're gonna dive into all that because there's a lot of shit going around right now.
Yeah.
Some can be controversial, and we're gonna differentiate what's right, what's wrong.
Yeah, and
What
that's probably
the do's and the don'ts. What works, what will not work for you.
what to stay away from,
What to
For
stay
sure.
away from.
and what to not shy away from.
For sure.
Because a lot of realtors want to make content, but they're too shy.
Yeah, you're right.
100%.
Big time.
So let's start. Okay, we got 13 people watching. That's the most we've had. Let's start off with this reaction video. We're gonna pull up something that we're gonna pull up something that grinded my gears a little bit, and I wanted to personally address it because it is in regards to Airbnb. I don't know if you guys can.
What a
we're gonna swing the camera over right now. I don't know if you guys can
What building is that?
hear this, but what this lady says essentially is that all these lock boxes on this railing.
So this is why rent in Toronto sucks ass. This is like 100 Airbnb lock boxes at an apartment complex.
Fake news.
Yeah, what?
First off, does rent suck at your ass?
Rent does suck a little bit of ass right now.
It
Not
does
my.
suck a lot of ass.
Does it
No,
suck a lot of ass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen rents like this, to be honest
No,
with
it's
you.
not a fun time.
Like small little house, $6,000 a month. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It is. But
That's not correct at all.
what we see here, okay, what's her name? Brenda. Sounds like a Brenda.
Is it Brenda?
I don't know. I'm just naming her.
Brenda.
Brenda, what we see here is a bunch of lazy realtors who
Yeah.
probably just left their real estate lockbox behind.
That every single realtor that saw this video, because I saw it too, I'm
Yeah.
sure we're all thinking the same thing. Like,
Trying to scan to see your lock. Your,
and I
your
thought I
card.
saw my lockbox because mine's red with
Yeah.
my name on it, and I'm like, I gotta look close. Is that my lockbox? Because I have like so much money laying on the
Oh.
streets out there, and it's terrible because you go into condos and you see like tons of lockboxes.
65, 75, 85 East Liberty. That one.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Lockbox graveyard.
That is a
one at
lockbox
69
graveyard.
Lynn. Yeah.
Oh, that one too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's a little low-key Airbnb building, by the way.
Yeah.
69 Lynn Williams.
It can be.
It's
No
a really good
concierge,
one.
hashtag.
True.
True.
But what you're seeing here is a bunch of lazy ass realtors. If Brenda, you've probably never shown a condo before, so you've probably never actually been in a lockbox section of a condo. You typically, for a building that probably has 100, 200 plus units, there's gonna be a lot of lockboxes. Okay, it's just gonna happen. So there's only limited buildings in Toronto that allow Airbnb. And
How many now?
I mean, I want to say
I didn't mean to call you out like that. On the
you
spot
just called me
live.
on the
Sorry
spot.
about that. Yeah.
Probably under 20. Now and all the rules differentiate.
Right. What,
Right,
like, terms
some-
of like how, like 30
Some
days,
profit,
whatever.
yeah, some profit share, some are 30 days, and plus
ICE
only-
is the profit share, right?
ISIS profit sharing, Fort York profit shares now.
Which one in Fort York? 215.
215, 209,
That's right.
231. I
Oh,
think.
those ones.
I don't know if 219 is profit sharing yet. 209 and 215 are profit sharing.
Cool.
So
What
it's
does
an
that mean?
extra. So the
They
property
take a
management.
percentage.
Property
Airbnb
management
does.
will take
But
an
don't they
extra.
any-
The building does.
Oh, the building
Management,
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Genius.
But is that something that ruins the building? Because,
Well, I
like,
mean, as an investor, let's say, obviously, you want to net as much as possibly can. Like so, let's say you hire a property management company, you're paying 20% to them, third
Right.
party, okay,
For sure.
to be hands off your investment,
Yeah.
like
right,
I do,
right.
right?
Yeah.
And then the building comes in and teams up with Airbnb, and now they're like, okay, we're also going to take 15%
On top.
on top. So now you're giving away 35%.
Ah.
Okay.
but at least you know that they're allowing it. There's no problems with the building, and the things
Right.
being managed properly.
Exactly.
But then what happens to the other owners who are not Airbnb in the building?
I think it'll turn the whole thing Airbnb. It has to, right?
Pretty
Because
much.
as an owner, I wouldn't want to live there. I think it would just, you were. I don't think all Airbnb guests are as bad as people think. I think people just get so panicked with all that stuff. But I
Yeah.
mean, you're going to automatically jump to the conclusion that it's party people coming to ruin everything.
I just want to know what made ICE so bad.
I think just
know.
it just became like it just attracted a certain demographic, and,
Yeah.
and then it just kept going back and back. And there's a couple shootings.
Couple shootings
Doesn't help.
Doesn't hurt.
I've
yeah.
seen the TikToks where like they show the cops, the fires,
It's bad.
all sorts of things. Have
You-
you ever lived there? No.
No, God, no.
So-
I actually will tell my clients like straight up if they ask me to go see it. I'm like, unless it's for investment, Airbnb investment, that doesn't make sense. I don't think.
Yeah, there are some really good buildings though, like the one I'm in,
Which one?
300 Front Street.
Yeah, that one. 20
Oh,
John,
yeah.
300 front.
20 John, 300 Front.
I think that was the
560
first
front.
building to have a virtual concierge.
No, there's a concierge.
The one you saw.
No, but at the beginning,
oh yeah.
they had like a virtual, like the guy wasn't there. You would see him on a screen. No?
Come on.
Oh, 300 Front?
I think it was.
I don't know.
300.
Not that I've seen.
I've seen that before though. But I forget where.
Yeah.
But that one there, the key exchange is done through the concierge. So it's like you're checking into a hotel.
Oh come on.
Yeah,
That's kind of cool.
yeah. And then just back to what Brenda said.
Yeah, sorry, Brenda.
There's no way that there's no way Airbnbs are affecting the amount of rental units in the city of Toronto.
There's a lot of debate on that actually.
Yeah.
People say Airbnb's at fault for the shortage of housing. What do you guys think of that?
I mean, they've limited you to one as an investor, and it has to be your primary.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Are there people that are probably dingle dangling the rules somehow? Probably, but the city of Toronto is super tight.
Yeah.
Like they're uptight. You know, like they're on their shit. So
Yeah, I don't think it's ruining it.
I don't think so either, personally.
I think it's. I mean, there's probably just as many people that leave their unit vacant that are overseas investors. That would be worse if anything. I bet there's the amount of condos that I see when you're in like markets like this that go up for sale, and it's like a 4-year-old building, and there's still like the oven stickers inside and stuff. You know, it's crazy.
The oven stickers,
You know,
the blue tape.
the blue tape's still in there. No one's ever. There's like all the fridge things are in the fridge. They like the accessories
With
whatever.
blue tape.
With blue tape.
Isn't it tempting just to like peel it off?
Yeah, all the time, especially the oven.
It's like an OCD thing of mine.
I still have stickers on my windows that I can't reach from like 10 years ago. They were installed 10 years ago.
You're like-
And it's like rotting, and the sun's like just taking away all the writing on it.
When you go to sell, it look new still.
But you deal with Airbnb. I don't do any Airbnb. I rent out on Airbnb, and it's pretty convenient. It's
Big
much
time.
better than a hotel.
For sure.
Different varieties of units, different varieties of places
Yeah.
you want to live. How would you say, like, is it profitable right now in the city?
Oh, huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even
It's,
with all the rules and how
even with
tight
the
it
rules,
is?
like I'm like by the book, following the rules, and it's still profit. And we renewed this year, so my mortgage is higher.
Oh, you're renewed this year.
Yeah,
And even with the renewal, you're
yeah, we're still
making-
all in all for the year cash flow.
So when your clients come to you and they want to do like investment property Airbnb, what are the 3 top
It's my buddy.
tips?
Do we have a Rolex?
Yeah, we're. It's, you're not. How do we ban somebody from the live? He's my firefighter buddy. How many people are in here? Can we ban them?
we might be able to ban them.
I'm kidding.
We could try and ban them.
Oh, I didn't know we had a live chat going on.
We have a live chat.
Okay.
So we have, I mean, it is profitable. As an example, I have a booking. My Taylor Swift weekend is already booked. One of the weekends. She's coming next year.
When is that? Oh, next year, 2024.
$5,000.
For the weekend.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's because Taylor Swift.
I know.
like,
I know. It's the
She's a
Taylor Swift
killer.
effect.
Yeah, she dents the GDP of whatever
I know.
country
It's the Taylor Swift effect.
She's crazy. Didn't her tour make like 1.5 billion or some crazy?
Tickets are $2 grand a ticket like right now. To rebuy them right
People are
now.
going nuts.
$2 grand a ticket.
Did you listen to Taylor Swift?
I like old Taylor Swift.
Okay.
You know, like country Taylor Swift.
Okay. What's your favorite song?
It's called Tim McGraw by Taylor Swift.
Oh, so it's about another.
It's like she's a country singer before.
Can you sing it for us?
Of course. No, I can't say.
I was like, oh, really?
I was like, man, the whole clear throat thing was
Yeah,
crazy.
That was a good one, huh? Got you.
I was kind of in for that. But yeah, long story short, it is profitable, and
Less risk, and well, I mean, there's obviously different risks associated with it. But
you know, I have a good like if you're treating it like an actual business, and people will allow you to at least try and make money in the city.
Right,
Please, like
I know.
we work our ass off
Yeah,
to
for real.
put a down payment on a place to try and make some extra cash flow
Yeah,
in a city where there's really shit cap rates. Allow us, please.
you're right. It's true.
Like, come on.
I
You
think
know?
I think that's a super appealing. Like honestly, I don't know if condos are really the play. Like when I started, every investor wanted condos, but now I don't think there's many that do want condos unless they Airbnb, because it doesn't make sense anymore. You're purchasing a
doesn't.
condo for what, 600K, let's say, with the rates where they are today. You're gonna get maybe 24, 25.
And what happened to all those people that bought condos thinking they're going to Airbnb, and then the rules changed
Yeah, I
along the
know.
way, and now they're screwed, kind of thing, right?
And I
Big
mean,
lots.
appreciation hasn't been the best either, right?
We're back to like 2021 prices almost.
Exactly.
But it's very normal because it's a new service, and like just like
True.
anything else, these guys came in, technology opened it up, and said, "Hey,
Right.
come and rent your house."
True.
So, but all these hotels have to abide by these rules and regulations and bylaws
Yeah.
And these guys just came in just like Uber.
Like, ooh, I was gonna say Uber, the same
Right?
thing.
They just come, I'll give you a ride in my car. It's like, no, you got to get tested. You got to make sure like it's safe, blah,
Right.
blah, blah.
Yeah,
So
we have
you
strict
expect
vetting
this.
rules. We have vetting rules. Cause
Now
I had,
you do.
Yeah, because I tell the story all the time, but I had a girl that threw a party, a bunch of 19-year-olds
No.
from Richmond Hill. It's probably like our first month doing the Airbnb, right?
Okay.
And this girl, I got a call, and I was using a different property management company at the time. I was a lot more hands-on, which is what I didn't want to be.
Right.
But I got a call from a concierge saying, "Hey, like cops just got called. Your unit, there's a huge rager. People are smoking weed. Someone threw a tequila bottle off your balcony.
That's tough.
You need to get here."
Yeah.
I was literally downtown. I wasn't living downtown yet. I was downtown with my mom at dinner. So I went by. I was like, "Fuck! Why was I not invited to this party?"
Yeah, yeah.
But yo, it was
didn't
crazy.
text me?
There,
When was this?
There
Yeah.
was
What year was this?
2019. There was drywall was cracked. There was upside down footprints on the walls, which made no sense to me.
Keg
Okay.
stands?
No, not keg stands. Twerking.
Ah.
Obviously, I'm such an idiot.
I don't know anything about this stuff. I'm a family
Twerking.
guy. But
Yeah.
I can imagine.
It's the only thing
imagination's running wild right now.
because I will twerk. I'll twerk on occasion, right? Like I'll just like when I want to just like get a pump in.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Let's
like,
see. Let's see. Bring
some
it out. You're
people-
gonna tell the people you twerk, and
I've
you're not
done it.
gonna.
I've done it already.
Okay.
He's looking for spots to he's
Should I
looking
twerk?
around right now.
I'll do it.
We got a good hour, so get ready. Let's see Matt's twerking. I can twerk too, but oh wow, is this on camera?
Are we getting this?
There's an odor that you can't smell right now.
The first and last podcast.
I think I pulled my trap.
Oh yeah.
Wait, doesn't the government of Canada like now have to see your podcast and like approve it? I
First
think we're
and
gonna
last
get
price to
canceled.
sell, yeah.
You're done.
Oh, Andy ruined his
Here,
gym
I
for
got
tomorrow.
you, man. I got
Oh,
Is it spazzing?
Damn, look at these traps, bro. You're
Oh.
giving me your workout routine.
that was a shock. Anyway, so yeah, so the only thing that made logical sense was that they were twerking on my wall.
Wait, pause. I gotta give you.
Yeah, that was
good. That's props, bro.
For doing that?
For
Can you do that and sing Taylor
That's
Swift?
great. That's great.
That's a tough one, eh?
I can't really pinpoint a Taylor Swift song right now.
But you know what? Going back to your Airbnb experience. So my second investment property, this was way before Airbnb.
Yeah.
I had to rent it out room by room, and I had all sorts of issues. There was
Why?
a guy who had like hamsters in one of his.
Twerk McGraw. I might even switch up my Instagram handle to Twerk McGraw right now. I can't even pronounce McGraw.
Why are we not friends? I'm gonna add this guy immediately. That's the best comment I've seen.
But yeah, sorry.
But
We got distracted by Twerk McGraw.
No, I've had people like pull knives on each other, slice tires of
Oh,
each
no.
other's tenants. Yeah,
The tenants.
Because we
Oh.
had like room
Wait,
by
tenants
room.
or Airbnbs?
No, tenants.
Yeah,
but I was doing like
tenants are
rooming
just as
house.
bad, man.
They're
Tenants are
just as bad. Yeah. But it's the same effect because like Airbnb, they're in and out. They leave. But tenants, they stay long term, so they have time to like bicker at each other and like pick at each other.
I can't find this guy on Instagram. It's gonna bother me. What's his handle?
It's probably a fake name.
Is it? Is it someone we know?
We're-
Yeah,
drop your
handle.
Christopher Romero. Please drop your at.
The only one I can
we
see has got,
we
like,
can
a
make
lot
sure
of
we're
followers.
following you, and I'll send you a personal twerk video. I will DM you a twerk personally to you. Twerk. Just don't send it off to people.
Twerk McGraw. Genius.
And-
Anyways,
Yeah. So.
tenants are bad. Airbnb is bad.
No, Airbnb is good for the guy who doesn't want to deal with landlord-tenant board issues.
That's what I'm thinking, right? Like the nice thing about Airbnb, that from what I'm thinking, is that you go to sell in a year, 2 years. You don't got to worry about having a tenant that's not going to leave. That's making, like, I have a listing right now that the tenant is not a gross person. He's just a small space. He's got it set up how he would live in it. He works from home. It's basically an office. He doesn't. He just has it comfortable for him, but it shows like shit. So it's like and he's not. He's been there since like almost beginning of the pandemic. So he's paying next to nothing. Why would he leave? It's fair. Like, that's the rules. He's following the rules. He's not doing anything wrong. And the seller is equally following the rules. Can't get them out. And now we can't sell it because anyone that walks in there, it looks not great. It's like,
I have a question on that. So you say it's fair. Do you guys really think it's fair that
no.
things are rent controlled, but then mortgages are shooting skyrocket. I know guys that were paying 4,000. They're now paying close to 9,000 on their payments.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair at all for landlords.
And it's true because like all these tenants that are like protesting and not paying their rents on things, like it doesn't make sense because who are you protesting against?
Yeah.
It's not the landlord's fault.
So I mean, I think
Right?
I think tenants have. I worked with a lot of tenants, and a lot of my friends are renters, and I think renters and tenants have this misconception that all landlords are multi-million-dollar people. A lot of landlords have one or two properties, and they're like struggling right now to even make feed their own family. But they have this mindset that if you own property, you're overly rich. There was a tweet that went out. I forget who did it. I saw it on Beth. You know Beth O'Donoghue? She's a wicked agent. Anyways, the tweet was, who's first to get evicted? The landlord that misses a mortgage payment or the tenant that misses rent? And it's like
The landlord.
the landlord's out in what, a month? You can't get a tenant out if they don't pay rent. But a landlord misses one or two, and then you're screwed.
Oh, this is great.
That's really good.
All right, we're gonna show you. So we're gonna cut to another thing that we saw recently.
Is that real, you think?
I don't know. I was wondering the same thing. $40 a night for that?
Is it still available?
Yeah. I mean,
I should. The girl's twerking on my walls should go here.
Yeah. That would be a good Airbnb.
I
for
feel like
that.
these walls are super twerk worthy.
I feel like a place like this shouldn't be rented by the night. It should be rented by the hour.
Yes,
You
that
know
it
what
looks
I mean?
a lot more like that.
Yeah, by the hour. Holy crap. Yeah. I mean, like,
That's real. I don't know if that's real. I feel like maybe it is.
you're kind of asking for an STD.
There was another
instantly.
girl who posted something else on TikTok. I don't know who she is, but you saw that?
yeah,
It was
I know
like
what
a
you're talking
shared bed
Yeah,
for $900.
that's right.
And I thought I didn't want to put it in the comments, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure whoever the dude is who put this ad up is just looking for a girlfriend and getting paid at the same time. I'm like, it's pretty genius. Like,
Yeah.
shoot your shot and just see if you
And
can get it.
he put girl in caps,
Yeah, make sure it's a girl.
looking for a girl roommate. In caps.
It's very creative. People are getting creative out here.
They are.
Ever since COVID, there's been this weird, awkwardness with guys trying to find girls or girls vice versa. And so, like, these are cool little tricks. Don't go to the club. Put up an ad for your bed and say girl only. You get paid and you'll find a mate.
Yeah.
You think people are actually renting this though?
No.
No, that's too freaky.
You don't think someone no one pulled trigger?
You know what? I know a client who has like a legal almost like a legal boarding house, where each room is like
kitchen.
just a bed, tiny little bathroom, and a hot plate. It's all legal through the city, and he rents them out for like $800 a month.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, look at that. That looks.
Wait, that's someone's cantina.
It's literally a cantina. No tomato sauce, which is
tomato
a
sauce,
disgrace.
there's no way that washer dryer works.
I mean, this is
Front
your
loading.
$40 experience. There's a box of fluorescent lights, right? Those look like fluorescent lights.
I think I can probably rent my shed. then.
And there's a reminder to be happy,
That's crazy, man.
right? With the happy face. It's positive vibes. You got to throw
What is
positive
happening
vibes
to Toronto and Canada in general? Like,
in there.
Yeah.
it's crazy, man.
I would-
Rents are crazy. Cost of living is crazy. Raising 5 kids right now is pretty crazy.
I can imagine.
And I'm only freaking out because I know the future is going to be very expensive.
Yeah.
So I've already come to terms, like, I'm probably going to be broke, which is fine. But the way I see it is, I'm like, if I'm broke or if the economy crashes or whatever reason, I probably get like, how much is child benefits?
Oh, you're
like,
good,
what's the
man. You're
max? Yeah.
laughing.
$1,500, $2,000 a child. I'm going to just have like 10 more
yeah.
and like be
Can I
making
borrow
like
some?
$20K
Yeah.
a month. and rent out my cantina,
Rent out the cantina, put a smiley face
Yeah.
in your
There you
hole
go.
in the wall with a Bristol board.
We're laughing, but it's actually touching on some truth too, because like people are struggling out there to pay their mortgage. They have to find creative ways to like get
Yeah.
any sort of payment,
For sure.
and like it's sad. Is it sad for the landlord who has to go through this, or is it sad for like the person who actually comes and rents a space like this? It's pretty nuts.
It's true. I feel for both. Like you said, I feel for both. I know lots of people that they don't have the ability to buy. They can't buy. They want to buy, but now they can't qualify. So it's like they have that issue too. And what other option is there for someone that makes $100,000 a year? That's a pretty decent salary. I bet that person very likely, if they have no savings, would not be able to buy in the next year or two.
Yeah.
So they have to rent, and it's like, what then? How do you ever save any money? Because the average one bedroom is going to be $2,500 unless you find, unless you and your partner are splitting it. I think it's challenging. Like, what do you do?
Yeah, 100K is not much anymore.
It's crazy.
It's really
man.
not.
Yeah.
No, crazy.
Because with 100K, when you factor in like $3,000 on rent, car payment or your whatever, Metro Pass or whatever, plus your expenses and your food and your phone bills and everything else, like it goes quick. You have no extra money to save for down payment. And historically, like the house prices keep growing so fast that like your down payment will never catch up.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah.
Cash, there's a question for you from Ernesto.
What
Last
do you
one.
want? Cash, you never heard of a condom? So let me tell you, the actual idea behind it was we were trying to save on condoms and not spend on condoms. But we learned the hard way that kids cost a lot more. So be smart. And what's that tagline? Be smart, cover up. I don't know because I never used. So.
Wrap
it up.
Wrap it up.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Wrap your willy. So thoughts on U.S. mortgage amortization period versus Canadian mortgage amortization period?
I absolutely love the U.S. model.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is.
I wish
30
they had.
years,
Yeah, because then you're set. If the economy crashes here, they're bailing out like these GMs and Fords and all these other companies. But if you provide a mortgage that's fixed for 30 years, you're providing stability for your people.
Right.
And I think that's more important. Is like look after the people first, because when we can't afford groceries because it's freaking through the roof.
It's true.
Like, people are
You're
suffering.
right. Yeah, you're right.
Like how much do we have in renewals coming up next year? Like in the hundreds of billions, right?
So
I think it
apparently
was
like 40%.
I don't even know.
No, 40% by next year or something, and then but 100% by 2026 will be like renewed from after the rate hikes.
All right.
So like all of these guys are going to be looking at new rates unless it comes down by next year, but who
I
knows
don't know.
if that's
Today
gonna
was a
happen.
big day. Thank God.
Yeah, interest rates.
So what do you guys think about this hold?
I don't know. If they would have raised it, I don't know why. I'm not some fancy economist or anything, but I mean the market. From what I see, the market is very slow right now. So it's like, if another increase, you're just going to literally kill the whole market, I think.
I think, well, they probably see all the data ahead of us because we look at things that are historic.
You're
So
right.
we look at stuff that's like from last month, but
Sure.
we feel it from the ground
Yeah.
that things have slowed down drastically. Like I'm getting emails I have a listing in a condo and I'm getting emails from the other listing agents being like, we're very slow. How about you?
Me
And
too.
it's like, let's try to plan something
Yeah.
together. And so one of the girls who's got a listing there is like, let's do a wine and cheese and drive traffic here. I'm like, we can drive traffic. People are going to show up because it's free wine and cheese and they can't afford it.
It's the wrong reasons.
But yeah, it's the wrong reasons. They're not going to want to buy the place. It's like, what do you do? And since the market's kind of like stale and listings are coming on, I have a client who bought a pre-construction townhouse in Pickering for 1.250
When?
through the builder directly. I don't know exactly the year.
Yeah.
This
But like a little bit ago.
a little bit ago. That is coming to completion in March, and they can't close on it because the appraisal came in at 1.1, just under 1.1. And 1.1 is actually very good because
Yeah, I was gonna say.
there's a bunch of listings, assignment listings in that complex. The builder allows it to be on MLS, and you can see that they're not even moving for $1 million. So it's tough out there. So
Yeah.
the client's like, what do I do? Do I just avoid closing? Do I walk away from a deposit? Will the builder sue me? And I'm like, yeah, the builder will sue you. If they can't sell that place, they want the original
Right.
contract. And they're going to try to sue you to get the money that they're owed. But if you sell, so they're like, we want to sell this to anyone and we're willing to take $1 million and we'll pay the difference. They have to literally write a check for the difference to the builder just to walk away.
Yeah.
Imagine losing $250,000 from
Yeah.
doing a pre-construction purchase that you couldn't.
That's sad, man.
Yeah, a lot of people getting dinged on assignments right now.
Yeah, I was talking to my mortgage broker today, and she said like she had like 50 or 60 lawsuit case emails like in her inbox that time. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
Literally, yeah.
that's crazy. But I think assignments, if we had assignments, all of those assignments on the MLS,
Oh,
it would really paint a worse picture.
you're right. I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
True, because
Yeah.
none of them are
Freak
not.
out.
You're right.
Yeah,
It's
buyers
just-
would look at it and be like, holy, there's all this available?
True.
And people are willing to take a loss?
Yeah, you're right. One of my friends was looking at one where the guy was willing to give up his entire deposit, and only the balance remaining was 5%, and also $60K hit on the price.
And it's still not incentive
Still not
enough.
sell. Yeah.
Yeah.
People are like, yeah, that seems too good to be true.
Yeah, yeah. So do you guys think prices may cool down even further?
I think they have to.
Yeah,
For
Yeah.
condos, for sure.
I think so too.
I think we're gonna drop another at least 4% by the end of this year.
How are you guys? How are you guys finding your listings right now? I know me and Dave talk every morning at the gym
I've
on
actually
our
tur- I
on our
actually turned
strategies,
down.
on our desperate
know.
strategies to sell things.
know.
I'm telling people if you don't have to sell, just wait it out a little bit.
I had my first person that said, same. I'm the same. I said, that now is not the time. And the first one was like, that's not an option. And I was
It
like,
makes
oh,
sense.
shit.
It makes
Okay.
sense if you're upgrading. So like
Yes.
if you're going from like, let's say your $2 million house to like a $4 million, if that $4 million house is a
time.
bit more affordable, it makes sense because then you can, but there's also the luxury tax that's coming in Toronto.
I know.
So anything over 3 million as of January 1st, you got to pay an
True.
extra tax. which
You're
is
right, though. It's
insane.
the upsizes are the ones that are taking the most of it. Like, I have a client who's happy right now, bought his house, in Durham for, let's say, $300K. He's going to sell it for at least $9 million. It's a detached home. Should be 1.1, but he's selling it for $9 million. And he bought the home that he's always wanted. That was last year 1.8 for 1.4, 1.5. 20%. If you take, like, that's what I always tell people right now that are doing that. It's like, let's say prices are down 20%. Let's just say, well, 20% of 1.7 is a way bigger number than 20% of 600K.
Yeah.
So those people that have the ability to upsize, I think it's a huge win for them right now.
Yeah. But you know what the crazy thing is? It's like, even though the prices have cooled down, like if you look at Newmarket and the outskirts,
Yeah.
they've come down even more.
Yeah.
Even with the discounts, still cost more because of the mortgage
for sure.
payments. And it's still unaffordable.
Yeah.
So people say, oh, it's going to come down and it's great for buyers, but it's not. Like
Yeah.
until the rates come down, it's not. And as soon as the rates do come down, you know what's going to happen. Everyone's going to rush the market, and the market's going to
100%.
go back to.
Exactly.
We saw that earlier this year because they kind of gave an indication that they might not go up.
Yeah.
And like everybody rushed it.
It's true.
So
When do you guys think prices are going to start going up again? By this is my boy Arden. Shout him out. He's Persian, by the way.
oh yeah.
He's a big fan of you.
Oh
Yeah.
So how are you? Yes. Salam Huasin, merci. No, but I don't think that's something that we can foresee anytime soon. There's no indicators
Yeah, no.
that give us the feeling that things are going to be on the up and up. The only thing is interest rates going down. That would kickstart it. But with the war going on right now, and I just read that the North American, or they're trying to evacuate the Americans from the Middle Eastern area for in case the war spills over. Means if it gets worse.
Like the warships?
Well, I don't know.
This guy's got it loaded up, huh?
Yeah.
Like the aircraft carriers?
Because
Because they're shooting down missiles from Yemen right now.
Oh yeah.
No,
oh,
that's
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. They're actually shooting down missiles from Yemen right
And
now.
if Iran gets involved,
And then the Russia's in air, I don't know where exactly, but they're kind of occupying some airspace.
okay.
That's
Occupying
about all I know.
airspace.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm a big guys. I love military shit.
Yeah,
I am obsessed.
He does.
I'm like a freak
But
for it.
Like airplanes and stuff?
Call of Duty
Everything.
mostly.
Like I will watch Russia-Ukraine combat footage. I'm sick.
Oh,
Like
geez.
actual live footage?
Well, it's GoPro footage.
You ever seen,
It's like real life Call of Duty.
what's that? Shane Gillis, the comedian? He talks about that?
Oh, I don't know. But I've always been into I've always wanted to join the army and shit.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine us in the army, dude? Ah!
You mean? I mean. Oh my god!
That's fucking so hot. Jesus Christ.
That was a great representation of today's army men. You know.
My watch.
You're not supposed to shoot me yet.
Yeah.
I just got
Hold
here.
on. T.O. Don't shoot yet.
Taking our videos. Yeah.
Can we just post this Instagram story? Then we'll start. Okay.
I
Just
can't be going.
Thank
ceasefire.
God for unmanned drones, because.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not the.
Honestly, but speaking of war, recently we had a realtor who made a joke of it on social,
Yeah.
and they used the meme to show a picture of Gaza and say new coming listing, blah blah blah, and like smiley face or laughing.
Crazy.
And like a bunch of people sent it to me, and they're like, "Hey, do you believe this guy? It's so
My clients.
sensitive."
I
thought
got
it was
so many
fake.
clients sent it to me in all our group chats.
I thought it was fake at first. I was like, there's no way someone would post
Yeah,
that.
like I didn't understand. I'm like, why would? And I'm like, is it really a realtor? And it's such a no. Like in the bit, like you don't
course.
get involved with politics.
Yeah.
Like
Religion, politics.
yeah, and so and it's a sensitive, and it was like the second day, so like you don't know what's happening.
Broker a record too, no?
Broker of record
Yeah.
owns his own thing, and it created a buzz and like a lot of conversation. It's like, and then there was someone who's influential in the industry who said we should just eliminate memes altogether.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, and I felt a little bit wrong by that. But it's like, no, it's not. He made an insensitive joke
Agreed.
using a meme,
Yeah, you're right.
but he could have said that joke on the phone. He could have said it in a video. He could have said it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Meme marketing is.
It's definitely the definition of too soon. Well, actually, not even too soon. Just like
Ever?
you shouldn't ever do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You're right.
Like in that photo, like that part was leveled.
Crazy.
Like there's a lot of
Well, there's obviously human lives that
death
are lost
right now.
and like you're making a joke of that. It doesn't matter which side you're joking about, right?
Yeah.
I
It's
agree.
insensitive. And
But you're right. You said it's true. There is I do like I post memes all the time, making fun of myself. Nothing like controversial, but
and nowadays, like the memes were just a picture with like a funny thing and a reaction. But nowadays, the memes are really just when they say meme marketing, they also include like videos
Right.
and like some sort of like little skits with the whenever this. Meme marketing is like I use skit comedy and I think it works well for me.
Yeah.
But like I was telling you guys offline, is that if I get, let's say, 100,000 views or 300,000 views on a video, I may not convert a lot of that into
Right.
business. So if you're doing just a video strictly on real estate, it may be boring, but the person who's looking for real estate will watch that video.
Right.
You may get 1,000 views and you'll get maybe as much business from that than you would if you do a skit comedy and get 300,000 views.
right.
But it's like you're doing it in a way where people will recognize you for the future.
Right.
Right. And also you're bringing out the best in people. Right?
Agreed.
That's the feeling I get.
Yeah.
I really get off on the feeling of like other people getting really happy.
Yeah.
What do you mean by
No,
get off?
no, don't get into that.
What do you mean by get off?
My wife's logged in. No, but what I'm trying
Use a
to
condom.
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say is that I like to do things that I'm passionate about. Like I'm not gonna sit down and when we talked about this, like
Yeah.
we all have experience and knowledge in real estate, but sitting down and talking about interest rates and this and that, it's great. We do it with the clients, but we do it on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So like I want to put my personality out there.
Yeah.
I want someone to know like
For sure.
I'm easygoing and I'm funny guy and like people can connect when it comes to
And you're tall.
and I'm tall. Yeah. I got one of those heel shoes. But what do you guys think about? Be honest with me. I mean, you do the same. You're in my videos, but skit comedy,
Yeah.
right?
I agree. I think you're making you're top of mind all the time, and like I knew who you were before we followed each other because it's funny. What you're doing is hilarious, and people are. It's also semi-related to real estate. What you're doing is not like completely irrelevant. It's still like tied into real estate, and it's like, I think it's unreal what you're doing, and like you get people
Sometimes.
engaged. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People do engage. People like it, but sometimes I think like if I wasn't in real estate, I'd probably go like all out in the skit.
Well, that's like me too, because I've always been into acting. I've always like had a secret desire besides military. Besides being in an army in a full-out
Have you
war.
ever had like an agency represent you?
Besides shooting from an AC-130. No, yeah. So when I grew up, I did, but then my mom's like, hockey or acting? I was like, hockey.
Wrong move.
Wrong move. I
Wrong,
just
yeah.
played single A. What was I doing?
You for sure have it in acting, especially when you do the Italian, the bello.
Bello.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
jealous of that. I gotta say, like
That's
we've been
pretty
doing
good,
skits
eh?
together, and all of a sudden I see him
Pretty
with another
hell-bent
dude
towards that.
online.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro.
I actually thought it was you at first, and I'm like, wow, he's cheating on him already. Gosh, just
Yeah.
piece of
Yeah.
meat.
Yeah.
You are-
So
you-
if
we-
you
we're-
notice, my first comment was just smiley
Listen,
face,
I'm not.
but really it was like,
Oh, I
I'm,
guess I
I'm
did.
loyal. I'm loyal, but like you haven't like made that move on me yet.
these hoes ain't loyal.
We did one skit together. I just remembered.
Yes, we did.
Which one?
And there's room for more. It was actually a full-blown production.
Yeah, we
It was
spent
called Matt
months.
vs. Dave, literally called Matt vs. Dave. And yeah, it was like a
Oh,
full-blown.
you showed me a clip of that, and I thought it was
movie.
actually genius.
It was funny.
It
You guys
was.
should continue that.
It
I
was.
know
That's
we
how we
had-
met.
Yeah, that is how we
That's
met.
how we bonded. Yeah.
By you guys should continue that. I mean, we should. Do that.
I'll just film it.
It's like, did Matt just make a skit without me?
Yeah. No, but you know what I
And
did
then
think?
I got the rebuttal cash with someone else. I'm like, this bitch.
Yeah, it's Italians versus Persians. We should do a skit when we like come to like a war. Italians versus Iranians. Whose food is better?
Yeah.
Maybe there's something.
That's
there.
an easy answer though. But yeah, so back to I wanted to be an actor. So secret. Shut up, Artin. Okay.
What is it saying?
No one said you could speak
Persians
right
number
now.
one. That's right.
No one said you can speak right now.
Sorry.
Yeah, he knows. No, he knows. That's why I have him well trained.
Wait, someone did ask. He was a broker of record. What's going to happen to all those deals? Because his license got suspended. This is going back to the realtor who made
Yeah.
that insensitive joke.
Suspended, right?
Suspended. What's going to happen? We don't know.
all of his deals. I mean, do we poach his client? I'm kidding.
Yeah, I was kidding. Put your business cards
I'm
out.
kidding.
Yeah. I don't
We're
know.
not gonna poach his clients.
No,
There's way.
but obviously he's got a team, and so other people
Yeah.
will do the deals.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, of course.
But
Well, he owns
worse
an
than
office.
worse than losing the deals is losing the relationships. Because like when you're a realtor,
Yeah.
I know my business, I have a variety of different clients.
Yeah.
And on whichever side,
Me
whether it's this, that, and you say something so strong or you make an insensitive joke, you're
For
going to
sure.
lose a whole lot of people.
Yeah.
And even amongst your family and friends,
Big time.
right? Like we live in Toronto where we're friends with everybody. Like I
I-
don't have a single race that I hang out with.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
It's everybody.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And I mean, it's such a touchy subject, though. It's like it's one of those things where now everyone's just like come out and started to post their side.
I know.
It's similar to like the pandemic.
But that was at
and
first, and I
people
feel
choosing
now
sides
people
and-
are starting to really feel bad from every side. It's like
Yeah, it is more of like now we're being like, let's be humans and just, you know, kind of. But I don't know where I was going with this. I'm gonna figure it out. Give me like a moment. I'm gonna really just iron this out with my head, my brain.
You got
the
it, man.
VTEC will melt your heart.
What's a
what you-
VTEC?
VTEC is
VTEC is the engine on a Honda.
It's a Honda. You know, you put the VTEC in the Honda Civic, and when you hit a certain rev range,
Exactly.
the VTEC kicks in. It goes.
Yeah, it makes noise.
As a mint dude bro from Vaughan,
You had a VTEC?
I had a Civic Si 91 a hatchback parked in
Did you
my
have like subwoofers and stuff?
subwoofers. I had all the BBS rims. I had an air intake, and I had an absolutely really obnoxious exhaust,
I bet.
which added no performance to my car. and I just ripped Euro all like from like 5 p.m. till about 10 p.m., which is my curfew. I just played Euro music, just banging out of my subwoofers.
I kind of wish I met you back then because it sounds like you were alive.
I had the bra strap on, everything.
A bra strap?
yeah,
bra
they
strap.
put it in their hair.
Yeah,
puts their hair
because
back.
just to hold my short hair back.
Yeah. Glow sticks?
You get glow sticks, everything.
Let's see
Because
some
I
moves.
would sweat sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So if I
What
was sweating,
clubs? What
with
clubs?
my short hair was sweating, I don't want my hair to get in the way,
Yeah.
so I had
Or
to put the bra strap on.
it was actually a bra strap.
It's called a bra strap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had Nike and I had Adidas. I had different colors
Do
as
you have any
well.
pictures of you wearing it?
I probably do in the archives.
What's your background?
German and South African.
Oh,
I know.
wow.
My mom's German, my dad's South African.
Very exotic.
Yeah, I know. First generation Canadian.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's
Yeah.
it. I don't know any German or whatever the fuck they.
Deutschland.
Whatever they speak in.
Deutschland.
Is it? I have a guy on my team who's South African. I think it's called something else, but I can't remember the name.
You downgraded to the RS5.
I'm even further than them. I drive an S5. I couldn't afford the RS,
Yeah, gotcha.
so, and I still drive the S5,
Nice car.
which does not have VTEC, and does not melt my heart. Yeah, exactly. Awkward. Just Arton, just stop commenting, please. You're really making my life miserable right now. You are. No, I want to give Arton a shout out. He's newer in the business, and he's a
Do I know Arton?
absolute hustler.
Arton.
He's good at art as well, and
Art.
he goes in things. So therefore, his name is Art In.
Tell me, you guys are single, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Single.
Mhm.
I'm obviously family guy.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about areas of Toronto. I've never lived downtown.
Come on.
No, never. And it's only because I started at an early age. 16 years old, I bought my first place with my dad. So I was like hooked and
16, that's crazy.
it's insane.
16?
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, I think my first armpit hair
I know,
grew
I
at
think I
16.
was gonna say
Really?
something.
Yeah, I was like really all in on
No,
that
I
hair.
had a
was
mustache
I
at
was
12.
analyzing that
Did
shit
you?
in the mirror, you know?
Yeah. I was buying cigarettes for the kids at school. Like, no, but it came out of necessity. Like we didn't have a place to live, blah, blah, blah. So we came in with my dad and we bought a place, but I never got the opportunity to live with roommates or with come downtown,
Yeah.
party life.
It's a good time.
What are you guys? You're still living downtown?
Yeah.
I'm at King in Portland, so like I'm like.
He's like-
or you're like right in there.
I'm
You're right
in
there.
it.
So
He's
how long you
in
been
it.
living there for?
Well, I was at King in Charlotte, King in Spadina for a bit, and then King and I went to King and Shaw, and then King in Portland for like 2 years. But it's a lot. You know what? It's a good time. It's distracting sometimes because it's so easy. I can go walk outside and I'll know someone that's outside, that's having fun outside when I should be inside.
Yeah,
You know?
I came here and just went to get coffee, and I'm walking down the street. So much happening on Queen
it's
Street.
crazy.
There's like young people, there's dogs, there's coffee shops with dogs in it, giving away biscuits. I'm like, can I pet your dog? And
Yeah,
like, having a great
Wait
time.
till
in Vaughan,
the
it's
girl
like,
with the roses comes at you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the roses downstairs.
She's a hustler.
She'll get you.
She'll get you.
Oh, I see. You guys
My
know.
thing with her was always, I'm allergic. It works every time.
Smart.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm allergic.
How much
Yeah.
are the roses?
I don't know. I think
Never bought
I probably have just not
Yeah,
sober.
true. I was gonna say I definitely have to.
and not I probably got rinsed.
not consciously.
But living downtown, it's fun. Like I live in the East End. I might have got exposed in the comments.
I was gonna say, what's your address? Sorry, sir. What's your unit number?
Might have just been exposed here, but yeah, I live in the live East End on the water. Starts with an M, and
Is that your ideal place to live?
I love it there.
Yeah,
I
you
love
wouldn't
it
go.
there.
You wouldn't move anywhere else, like King and Portland.
I've lived at
East
King
End?
of Bathurst. I've done the King of Bathurst. I've lived in the Thompson, rented it out with 3 buddies.
Nice.
Good time.
Penthouse right underneath the Thompson rooftop when it was a Thompson. It was one hotel now. And
Good time.
and I didn't sleep at all. Yeah,
Yeah, I bet.
I didn't sleep at all.
I would move.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Where would
getting
you go?
that. I don't know yet. I'm trying to figure that out myself.
Well, what are you looking for if you're moving?
You know what? Like I love going out. I do go out a decent amount responsibly, and and I just think sometimes when like you don't go out or it's a lot easier to get sucked into the downtown like lifestyle. If I lived maybe like Etobicoke, I wouldn't go out of this Toronto. I would go probably west like Etobicoke. I have some
Like
friends.
Mimico?
Mimico, yeah.
Yeah,
Royal
or
York,
Nestle
Eglinton or
just-
something. I just gotta
Yeah.
sell a few more of my listings. Anyone
you-
knows anybody that's looking for a 1 bedroom?
Yeah, I would move too,
Well,
right next to my listing.
we'll do a segment where we plug in all of our listings that are not moving later on. We'll do that plug later.
And it comes with begging, please,
Yeah, yeah.
please make
But
an offer.
I like, because you all know I like to meditate for 46 hours straight, right? So
Yeah.
I like being in the water. I like the East End.
Can you go in the water there?
No.
It's dirty.
We have a pool. We have a pool. We have a pool.
How do you meditate with that
Wait
smell?
a minute.
You know, I meditate inside.
You're
But I
not
can
selling
see
it,
the
man. You're
water
not
through
selling it.
the smell-proof glass
Yeah.
and like, the toxicity that's going on. But
It's not as bad as it used to be. It was way
it
worse.
isn't. And I you know, like I've done the cold plunges in the lake with a lot of, you know, shit grow on my leg afterwards.
I can
But
imagine.
in the middle of in the February, you'd hope that a lot of the whatever is going on in there settles to the bottom.
It's just still lingering.
Right?
I don't know. Us Persians were addicted to land. It's
Yeah?
like I can't come move downtown if it's too tight. We need to have land. Land.
Why is that?
Because land is gold. You can't.
How do you say land is gold in Persian?
Zamin talaye.
It's not a saying.
It's not as like no. It's
Zamin
insane.
talaya.
Yeah. But all I could say is that we love land because you can't reproduce land.
It's true.
Yeah,
You're
you
not
can build
like
a condo.
But
10
you like
times
to
over.
reproduce.
I like to reproduce, but this is what happens. You move to Vaughan, there's nothing to do, so you're stuck at home, and you're.
We got a big blonde
reproducing.
guy right here.
That's true though. It's like honestly, there's so much. It's almost too much to do. You know, you walk outside and we can go anywhere, and it's like. But you know what? I've met a lot of really cool people on like King West and living down there. Like a lot of like really good like restaurant owners.
That's true
and
too.
It's helped my business so much because I do go out a decent amount responsibly. I do a decent amount. You know, people know me as the realtor. Whenever I'm in restaurants, bars, the owners are like, "Oh, this is Dave. He's a realtor." Like, amazing. So I use it to network, right?
Yeah, straight up. I've done a lot. I've done all kinds of business from going out.
Yeah, me
like
too.
Pre-COVID, I was out a lot.
Yeah.
And like living King of Bathurst, I've done a lot of business
Yeah.
like that because I'm not out there belligerent.
Yeah, exactly. We're not ridiculous.
We're not ridiculous.
And
No,
being,
we're not,
being
no.
a realtor, it puts you in check too.
You have to.
Yes.
Because you could do business with anyone.
You know what's,
Yeah.
you know
The
what's crazy?
doorman, the this, the that.
Yeah.
But you also build rapport with people like quicker because like you're out, you're having a good time.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, okay, this guy's like not robotic.
Yeah.
And it goes back to the whole content thing. It's just it ties into that. It's
And
like,
they follow
this guy
you.
Can
Yeah,
I'm having a blast with this guy. I'm down to use him, you know. And there's a lot of entrepreneurs and higher net worth people that will be out
Yeah.
Big
partying.
time.
You know, like we've done. Like, some of my biggest listings right now currently are from guys I've met out.
Yeah.
You know, and they have cash,
It's true.
right? So, yeah.
It's also nice not waiting in lines anymore. So you know,
Yes,
just if you
that's-
frequent it so often that you don't have to wait in lines anymore, it's great. I went to what did I go the other day? I went to a random spot and there was a lineup, and I was like, nah, I'm going back to King West.
Yeah.
Well, actually, this is a good segue. I want to know how much of your business is coming from social. How much of it is coming from your socializing outside. How much of it is coming within your sphere of influence or people who have referred you, right?
I'm heavy referral like from like my sphere of people. So I'm probably like 70% referral, repeat referral. Then I I would say maybe 20% is social media and 10 is agent to agent referrals. So does that equal 100?
We are not good at math.
Sure, that's 140.
Over asking.
Over ask.
You probably do a lot of social.
Yeah, I get. So for me, it's like combination. The social is just like it complements everything else. That's it. Like
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
really out there. I'm an in-person guy all the time. I throw myself. I'm always having like a lunch or a dinner and like doing shit like that. I'm always doing FaceTime,
Me too.
especially with other agents because, like now I'm getting to like commercial a little bit more.
Good for you.
That networking is like super powerful to like go and have those lunches and those dinners. What do you have? What's your inventory? A lot of it's off market, but yes, majority of my business is repeat referral, and I'm not really doing much to lead gen other than my Instagram
Yeah, me too.
and just being
Me
out there
too.
and networking.
So when I first started making those weird videos,
Yeah.
I felt like the audience was like holding their breath, like, what is this guy doing? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I didn't get business from it for like a good solid 2 years.
Yeah.
Like people just stayed away from me because they were like, what? So, but then they got to know me better slowly.
Right, like who you actually are.
Yeah, and then as soon as I started doing stories, because I feel like when you just throw, and this is why TikTok is weird for me, because I'll just throw things there and I won't even respond to comments. I'll just get
I
out
know.
of there because I don't really like TikTok. I feel like it's hostile.
I can't do TikTok.
Yeah,
I've
it's-
tried so many times. I can't do it.
Yeah, and these internet gangsters that are just like roaming, they're probably like miserable at home, just sitting and just like commenting negatively on
Yeah.
everything. And I don't like that vibe, that energy. I'm like, whoa, stay off me.
Yeah.
I'm like, here's my content. Enjoy it if you want it. If you don't want it, just leave it alone and I'd leave. But on Instagram, ever since I started doing stories, like people are like, oh, okay, this guy's a family guy. He's got dogs. He likes to do
How many dogs do you
that.
have?
2.
Man, you have cats too, right?
I have 1 cat.
Come on.
Yeah. I used to have 7 birds, but after the second or third kid, I gave it away. I gave the birds. I was like, okay, I'll draw the line at the birds because like, but the birds were amazing. I'll tell you, I regret it. I should have just
What kind of
traded
birds?
the cats. Because I'll tell you why. The birds set the tone in the house. I had
Come on.
I had budgies and I had Golden finches, so they're like full of colors.
Yeah.
The budgies were free to roam in the house.
They just fly around.
Yeah, but they wouldn't poop in the house. They would poop only inside the cage somehow.
Did this know?
I don't know if
Your
I
animals
never
are weird
trained
like
them,
that.
but that's just how it was. But they would come out. They would
Imagine
fly.
Man, I could just, I'm cutting you off. I could just imagine like, it's like a day at Cash's house. He opens the door, probably music. You just see all these birds in the background, just flying in the background. 5 kids running around.
Like chopped
Cats
off
chasing
fingers.
dogs.
I
Like,
love it.
welcome to an average day in my house.
I love it.
Come on,
I love it.
so-
I don't want to get serious on it, but I'll tell you guys. So growing up, we had a big family.
Yeah.
So four siblings and mom and dad. When they divorced and like my siblings kind of like scattered, I missed that busy
Yeah.
family household. And like ever since then, I want to recreate it.
That's cool.
So and I have this thing of like abandonment or something. Like
Yeah.
I probably have this like fear of like being lonely.
You got some
Yeah.
traumas?
I don't know if it is, but I still have to go see someone about it. But I
Me
haven't
too.
opened
You-
up
you
that
need a
box
therapist?
yet. Maybe I do, but you're not the guy. No.
Okay. No, I have my own therapist.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you should refer.
I was gonna say put them in the group
I
chat.
need my own
after.
help.
Yeah, but I like the noise. I like the noise, and
How's being a dad with being a realtor?
I love being a dad, and I think I think being a realtor gives me the opportunity with a flexible schedule
Cool.
to be able to be there for the kids more often. And nowadays, I gotta say, COVID was a blessing because then now with DocuSign, like back in the day, I had to drive to Mississauga and get one
Yeah,
initial.
I don't know how you
You'd
do that.
miss something, you'd have to go back.
No.
You'd be like, with the DocuSign, it saved it. It's like a 2-hour thing turned into like a 5-minute thing,
True.
and you could do it anywhere. You know, you just run away. I have to take my calls like out of the house because like doesn't matter. Every corner is busy and noisy. You know, whether it's the dog or the babies or
Yeah.
whatever, right? But it's being a realtor and a dad is a blessing because it kind of works hand in hand.
That's cool.
And that's the only reason.
Does
we
it
keep
fire
having
you
more
up to
kids.
like
To
wanna
do more?
do more?
You know what's funny is that ever since I started having more and more kids, I'm more relaxed about money. Like I don't.
Interesting.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not as driven to like be this successful. Like
Yeah, yeah,
I gotta
yeah.
like own the world.
Yeah, cool.
I'm more of like I gotta be there for these kids, but I also want to make them comfortable, right? So like I need the money, but I and it's not a good thing necessarily. Like you want that
Yeah.
drive, you want that fire. But the way I see it is like the kids need me until they're about 12, and then they don't want me anymore.
Fair.
They'll want to be with their friends and like, Dad, leave me alone. So I'm like, embrace it. And I do a lot of business like through referrals, social.
Yeah.
And I have a big network of people. Like overall, I get along with everyone, friends, families. I still do business with my old school, like my high school. A lot of friends from high school like will do business with me, which is great.
Do you go to high school reunions?
So it's funny enough, we didn't have one.
I know. I don't know why
We had a
we don't do
small
that here.
We didn't have one either.
Why don't we do that here?
Did you guys go to the same school or something?
No.
No.
Yeah, he looked at him like, well, how come we don't do
Well,
this?
I would love one now.
I would want one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, only because we can get business out of it.
100%.
I'm trying to think of what like mailer can I bring to my reunion?
Yeah.
With my stats.
yeah,
How many
exactly.
business cards do I need for this?
I would bring my wig and start doing the whole Persian skit live
Yeah.
for everyone. Yeah, you know what I thought of doing is like stand-up comedy. Like would be great to kind of get exposure,
Yeah, it can be.
right?
I can picture you doing that.
But you need to be a bit funnier. I think. I have some funny things, but it's not like stand-up material.
I wouldn't be able to do it stand up.
Yeah, it's tough, but
I can do sit down comedy.
see, you got it.
Sit
already.
down recorded comedy.
Sit down recorded.
It's my jam.
Comedy.
You keep pulling this mic.
But
away.
Cash-
It's like
Acting like your mouth is down.
oh, sorry, dude. I don't know. Like,
Hey, Cash, you have a 6 on the way.
it's not official yet,
Oh, no?
but I do. So now you guys all know.
No.
We have a sixth baby on the way.
No, is that not official?
It wasn't. We didn't. So I'll tell you why. Because fuck. No. It's fine. It's great. So there is a sixth baby on the way. The reason we haven't told people is because my experience with the fifth, when telling people, they were like, instead of being like, "Oh my God, congratulations," it was more like a "Why?" And so like it didn't feel so great. You know what I mean? Like it makes you feel like shit. Let's be honest. So we decided this time around we just let it be. And it's funny enough because like we didn't even tell our neighbors. We're pretty close to our neighbors,
Yeah.
and we didn't even tell our neighbors. And I'm telling my wife, I'm like, Kenya, I think it's getting really awkward when we're having these conversations outside and your belly's kind of like taking shape and like they're looking at you and like waiting to hear. But yeah, so there's a sixth one on
Well,
there.
lucky for you, there's only like 20 people watching, so
Oh, good. Yeah, is there really?
17.
Okay. Yeah. 7 out of the 17, there's your mom, there's my wife, there's
And
there's the
your
two
5
guys
kids.
and my 5
Your
kids.
5
Yeah. So great.
And
No one knows.
your dog and your cats.
Your oldest, are they on social? Like, how old's your oldest? You said?
No. They no social media. He's 8. Yeah,
8.
Yeah,
no
yeah.
phone. No phone.
No phone. Yeah. We started with the
Oh,
whole
you got a
YouTube thing.
congrats.
Oh, congratulations from who? Thank you, Mahid.
You got a congrats, yeah.
Shout out to the boys. Is Dave's coming to play basketball Friday? You guys play
Our boy Jay. Shout out Jim McNabb.
I wanted to meet that guy.
He's the best.
Yeah.
He's such a.
You know what?
He's literally a bull.
I know.
He's
He
literally
looks
a bull.
hilarious. He looks like one of the boys.
He is the
Sorry,
boys.
buddy. I'm not gonna be there on Friday. I was supposed to be there Friday. I had an event that I can't get out of. I said yes because I don't check my calendar.
Say yes to the dress.
I said yes to the dress and then realized later that I could not make it. Now I feel bad.
Well, we're doing a nice little game of basketball at the Scotiabank Arena.
I can't. I'm not. Basketball is not my thing.
Neither, it's not for me either.
I've
But
never
me
been
and
good at
Jay-
it.
Jay's bringing his videographer, and he's
I
gonna
feel like
mic me
Jay's
up.
tall.
He's good height.
Okay.
Jay, how tall are you?
So first of all, like, what the hell? How come no one invited me to basketball? Is it because I'm short, or is it because I've got kids? Like, you just assume I'm not. You guys
You
keep
busy?
doing these
I
things.
think people just knew you were secretly hiding the 6th.
They wanted the answers.
People, you know what? I'll be honest. People are expecting me to have more, so I don't think it's a shocker. It's not a shocker.
Are you gonna have a 7th?
So this is where the problem lies because I can't. The cars only come to 8-seater max.
Oh my god.
You can't find. I'm being serious. Yeah.
Like, what do you do?
So you need
might
like
hire a
Sprinter
dryer?
or
A sprinter.
Yeah, Sprinter or like I'd even get a school bus and convert it and put like all my advertising on it. I don't care.
Genius.
I think so. I think if
li-
I
just a
customize
limousine? A limo?
Yeah, like Cash a Lavi and put my handle on it. Wait, this is a great idea.
The school bus is-
Put nine gals in the sprinter.
His wife's listening.
No, it's a song lyric.
That's a song. Yeah.
It's a song lyric. I had to. I just won't use
I just trying to remember the
Sprinter
next line.
too
but,
much.
But yeah, so there's a logistics issue, and we need a new house, or I need to build, and I need a new car, and we refuse to get a van. until today, we still haven't had a van
I
yet.
can see you driving a van though.
Yeah.
You
I
should do
can
like the
see
one
myself
the wrap your car where it's like it's your body and then like your,
Oh, the head is
yeah, it's just your head is you. So you're
at the
dead.
window.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good.
That is pretty good.
I had an Escalade for a bit there, and it was like I think you could put 100 kids in that thing. I got rid of it.
Really?
What do you have now?
I just got another Range. Actually, don't steal it, please God, don't steal it. I got another Range Rover.
No one wants to steal my Tesla.
Oh yeah, we saw the range.
I don't think I don't think you can. Can you steal a Tesla? There's too many sensors.
I don't know. I've been leaving it on the driveway. I'm like, I've had this thing for 5 years now. I need a new car. And like, someone steal it. I even left the keys on it. I'm like, no
door's
one
open.
wants a Tesla. There's so many of them. They're all.
The
but-
door's open. Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
take the damn car already.
At nighttime, the door's just cracked open with the keys.
Yeah.
Steal
Just
me.
like oh.
I do want to Taycan, but they don't have the superchargers.
Taycons
which
are
one?
so nice.
The Porsche Taycan.
Oh,
I
Like
saw
the
one today,
yeah,
all
so
blacked out.
electric. Yeah.
I know that's why I think I'm gonna wait. I just got like a average. Yes, sir. We will. Fact. Barry, eh? Fuck. Sorry, buddy.
He's
We'll
the
be
Berry
halfway.
King.
We'll
He's
be
the Berry King,
halfway.
though. He's the Berry King. I'm giving
Okay,
all my berry business.
Yeah, I don't know. That's great. I know he's killing it. He's hilarious online. I know we'd be friends. I want something cool, so I think I'm just gonna keep this. I got like a okay Range Rover. I know it sounds super privileged, but like not like the top one, you know. And it's diesel, so fuel is bananas, good. And then I'm gonna like hold it and then get like a sick car when rates drop.
Yeah, because since COVID, I don't know about you guys, but I don't really give rides to clients anymore.
Never,
No.
never.
Which is more comfortable because I
The
used to
best.
I used to have stuff in the car, like you let out a fart or something. And like, damn, clients coming in. It's like
Yeah.
it's your own space, you know.
It's a
like-
lot.
Those are risky. Those are risky. It's
Yeah.
all the timing on the fart.
Nah,
Yeah,
depends on what you
windows down.
And
In
it's
midwinter,
like, because
cold.
you might not know, like you might not realize the smell might be lingering,
eat. Yeah, because you're used to it by now.
and then the client gets in the car, maybe even like
They're like, oh, you had
40
Kubi there
minutes
earlier.
later.
It's like, yeah.
you know,
How did you know?
it's like why does it smell like meat in here?
Yeah.
Why does it smell like chorizo?
But I'm really happy about that. The no driving around the clients.
Yeah, we're no longer driving clients around,
Yeah. That's
so they can
good.
smell our chorizo farts.
Yeah, and
Hey.
because of that, I'm thinking of getting a 2-seater like Porsche, like a
Genius.
like a manual transmission.
Where we put the kids in the trunk.
Well, the kids always drive
Trailer.
with the wife's SUV.
Okay.
So we never. I take one of the kids at a time, like when we go to jiu-jitsu or like art class or.
You have that dog?
Which one?
The Brazilian jiu-jitsu? You have that dog?
No, it's not Brazilian jiu-jitsu. It's like a. You don't know what jiu-jitsu is?
It's a dog.
You're jacked. No, man. It's a martial arts.
I know you don't watch Theo Vaughn, eh?
Oh no, I don't.
You guys watch Theo Vaughn?
I don't know that part, but I do
Man,
watch Theo Von.
the funniest guy in the world, and he thought Brazilian jiu-jitsu was a dog breed.
Like for real?
Yeah. Well, part of it was a joke, but it was hilarious.
I saw him live in Toronto.
Yeah?
It was great. Really funny. Good dude.
It was like Andrew
Poor
Schultz.
Dave. I'm sorry you have to.
Are you
drive
still
that thing.
tuned into this? Get a hobby. How long
He
has it
clearly
been?
has a Rolex on me.
No, that's my boy. He's actually one of the funniest guys I
So,
know.
so what do you guys think about the Toronto accent? Because it's one of the things that's going around that what is it? Andrew Schultz.
Yeah, he roasted there, right?
He roasted that. First of all, I don't know why that girl's getting any.
I
sort of
know.
limelight.
It bothers me she's going to be popular.
Yeah, it's driving me crazy because it's giving this identity to Toronto. It's very very ratchet, very ghetto, not classy at all, right?
Sorry, dude.
You drinking my water?
Yeah.
That's a bro move.
A little parched.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think.
what are man saying right now?
Man's is feeling nice still.
Feeling nice still, eh?
I like to imitate it every so often, but it doesn't suit my
Yeah,
personality.
nice that because right now, though.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. I
All right,
feel
now-
very cringe for myself when I even attempt. Yeah,
never-
you even
I
attempt.
never- I
I
can't.
want to see you attempt.
I know what I
Yeah.
look like. I know it's not. I'm well aware of my appearance.
Yo, man's are out here on these streets though right now, dog.
I can't do it.
All right.
So if people are watching, you might have already noticed that this is not just any real estate podcast, because the idea with this live was to get away from podcasting a guest and learning about the guest, and more about the topics that are kind of trending,
Smart.
right? So,
Yeah.
So to get people involved and stuff like that. So for the future episodes, we might get crazy, right?
It's possible.
Yeah. go
It's
on the
very
streets.
likely.
Is it always at 7:30? Is that time?
We're gonna figure out when we're gonna do these more and more frequently. I have a Tulum trip planned.
Oh, when?
You wanna come with me?
Yeah. Do you want to come, dude?
I would love to, because the wife knows he's going there for business, right? Going there for business.
I actually am. It's actually gonna be like it's a work remote thing for a little bit.
Yeah, I asked him, I'm like, what are you doing in Tulum? And he's like, no, we're doing business. We're gonna go tour a couple homes and have a few meetings and make some content and have a. I'm like, in Tulum, I'm like, that's just an excuse, dude. I know you're going to have fun. Next thing you know, we're gonna see pictures of this guy like shredded abs, like coming out the beach.
Yeah, it's business.
Content. And you know what? That's the beauty. I gotta say, like, when you're making content, ever since I started doing my taxes, like after making content, I've told my accountant, I'm like, listen, I'm buying extra clothes that I wouldn't wear if I wasn't making content because I gotta look presentable. Yeah, it does count. It does count. Yeah, you're making content and there's proof of it. Like if the CRA looks you up, they see you, making so many videos.
Yeah.
I rented that car for that video, right?
Right?
They follow me. They want to buy a house.
I
CRA is following me.
I do claim that to a certain degree.
Huh.
Some of this.
I put all my clothes
it's
to my
facts.
accountant, but
Yeah.
We should have an accountant on here just to tell us all the life hacks.
Yeah.
that would be a good one actually. I would tune into that very likely because
Hopefully,
I don't really know what I'm still figuring out what a write-off is.
It's so when you're writing on a piece of paper,
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
you're writing on the
Off.
paper. Just if you want to write off of it.
I just email my accountant and everything, and I know there's months where he's like, "You're such a clown." It's like I had 17 business meetings at Barrow, Escobar, and Mademoiselle, and they all take place at 3 a.m. I had to get the bottle. What do you think I'm gonna have a business meeting without a bottle of Class of What are you, stupid?
Dave, what is Mademoiselle Entertainment? Like, it reminds me of Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
But it's a tricky situation because, we do take clients out.
Big time.
I always cover the bill when we go to dinner,
too.
like obviously with clients. Very rarely. And I've had a few clients that like keep wanting to go to dinner. It's like, yo, your deal has been done long time ago. And you're just milking this like.
Yeah.
And if there's a hack for you guys, if you are hurting because of inflation, but you want to go out to nice restaurants, just call up realtors and be like, hey, I'm thinking of selling, but I'm not sure yet. Can we meet for lunch?
Yeah.
That's actually genius.
It's a great hack. It's a great, you know,
Yeah.
you want something, do it with a realtor.
And this might take. I'm thinking about it, so we may have to go to 2 or 3 lunches.
Yeah, I need you.
Yeah.
Can you bring the
I'm
comps
still
next
not
time?
sure, yeah.
Yeah, all in Yorkville, if possible. Just
Yeah.
helps me think.
Yeah, it's between you, Dave, and Cash. I've been going on these lunches
You
for
go-
3 months now.
Is this Sam guy taking you guys out? Are you going out for lunch with the Sam guy? Because he keeps hitting me up for lunch. Yeah.
I'm so happy
That is a good hack.
I have an electric car because
that's good shit.
there's been a few clients where we've had to drive like
Oh,
that it's prolonged viewings and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And I feel like with the gas prices these days and the lunch prices and all that stuff, like it eats away at
I
you.
got diesel. Diesel's crazy good.
It's good, but it's gone up too.
I mean, it's
You get more mileage.
More mileage.
Doesn't
Yeah.
smell as good though.
True, I do like the smell.
Yeah,
of
when you get in your
gasoline.
fingies, you're just in the car.
Yeah.
You're driving here.
You're just like.
You're like, what is that?
Show up to the house
purposely you take the gas thing out of your tank to put it back. You're like.
Just
A
scrape
drip
it
on my
over your
fingers.
finger.
You guys are joking around. I don't know if you're being honest, but I kind of like gasoline.
I love
it
gas.
does.
I love
It's
gas.
great,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I know
Yeah.
the weirdest
They should
way.
make a gasoline cologne. Like I'd wear it. Yeah.
That might be a little too much.
Yeah.
But I'd
Call
probably.
it gassed.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would go to
thinking
bed
about
with that. I'd wear that to bed for myself, for my own enjoyment. It's like Dutch ovening yourself with gas.
Oh boy, great.
I love Dutch ovens.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about Toronto house prices versus like the U.S.
Oh yeah, so we're gonna
'Cause
pull up the Texas. So you see all these TikToks and stuff about Texas real estate, and that's Toronto. That's definitely Toronto. We can start with that. We can start with that. Oh, I have to log in. That would make sense. You know, we could just pull up Texas.
That's also
Texas
pretty
real estate.
crazy too.
That'd be funny if you type in T and it's like, or P, it just pops up.
Yeah.
What would pop up?
Pinterest. So your vision boards.
Your Texas vision boards.
So
So
wait,
like change the price to like what do you think, like 1.1 Canadian is like maybe 800 US, 800, 900? So let's go 800 minimum. So about like $1 million. That's $3 million. That's $2 million. That's 1.5.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. We got some creatures here.
I don't know much about Texas though.
See,
I just know that this is what you're getting in Texas. 5-bedroom, 483. 4,836
But are these
square
good
feet.
neighborhoods in Texas? Have you been to Texas?
I've not.
Have you been to Texas?
No, I want to go.
We're not talking about neighborhoods here. We're just
Yeah.
talking about prices.
Yeah.
You're right though. I did a TikTok that was this, and everyone was like, okay, but that house you're showing is in a dog shit area. But I mean, like, even what's a bad area of Toronto? That,
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, like.
Yeah. Like, we don't want to name any areas in case.
No, I like all areas of Toronto.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would live
like,
in all of them.
Yeah. I would love any area I get listings in.
Yeah, me too,
Gentrification.
and I know everything about all this.
Gentrification.
Yeah.
That one's
Including
no,
Ancaster.
no.
But there are a few questions here. Like all jokes aside, it's like the materials are probably coming from the same sources,
For sure.
right? The lumber, the tiles, the marble, the whatever, and it's like how is it that for 900,000 or 800,000 US versus let's say like a 1.2 or something Canadian?
Yeah, go to the Toronto one now. I think we're here.
That's sad. You're getting like a
Go to
20-footer
that link up there.
semi-detached.
That tab.
Yeah, that's bananas, man.
How much is this?
1.3.
1.13.
This is a builder lot.
It's a builder
We
lot.
got the
And this is good prices because the
I was
market
gonna
slowed
say,
down.
Yeah, that's like.
Yeah, 6-7 months ago, this would have gone over asking like 1.4 or
Yeah.
something. I don't know where
Yeah.
this is, but
I mean, it is premium real estate,
mm-hmm.
but still,
Where is this? Where's Clovely?
that is, I want to say, probably near High Park.
And I'll be honest with you, like in the past, I would have
Hyper?
said no, I'm not moving to Texas because I love Toronto. Toronto's so diverse.
For
Toronto's
sure.
so this. We have healthcare, blah blah blah. But
Oakwood Village.
Yeah, I got it here
Oakwood
too.
Village is so.
Yeah, still, that's not. I mean,
It's a great place to invest. I've taken a lot of clients
Yeah.
there because with the new subway line,
Tons of stuff
all
coming.
the development, yeah.
There's a beer store there too.
Well, Oakwood itself is a little rough,
It is,
but it's a matter of time before it
but there's
gets-
also a Gino's No Frills.
Oh, okay. So you like that?
Yeah, why? Because I'm Italian.
And Gino Gigantes. But still, like I think now I would probably consider because Toronto, ever since Trudeau came in, I have a picture with Trudeau
do you?
when he first got elected. And I was like, I saw him down. I was downtown, and there was a whole thing happening, and they're like, "That's Trudeau," and it just happens that he was like walking close by. I'm like, "Hey, can I get a selfie?" So I got a picture
With Trudeau?
with Trudeau.
Do you look at it from time to time?
No, I don't. I kind of burn it, and I think it was somewhere on social, and I was like, take it away, because I do not like this guy at all, whatsoever. I think he's like ruining our country.
Big time.
And how is it that a guy who makes $300,000 a year has accumulated almost $97 million in
In
wealth?
net worth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
How's that
crazy.
like?
I wonder.
How is that possible? And he's just
Yeah,
writing
he,
checks.
He probably
left and
invests in real estate.
right. Sure. Yeah.
Right.
Probably.
Abroad. yeah, right.
Yeah, he's investing
He's got some
abroad.
Miami
Yeah.
condos for sure.
So yeah, so I think now I would probably consider moving.
I
if-
think about it all the time.
yeah, better weather.
Better weather, better house. Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't. Canada's losing its appeal to me every single day.
And we're all investors here too.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Sorry, I'm
In the
join you on
US,
that.
yeah. in the US, you have an investment property. You lock it in for 30 years, so you don't
Yeah.
have to worry about the rate. You
Unless you're
can
me and
raise
only
your
do
rate.
7.
You're what?
I did a 7-year in
You
Florida.
did a 7-year.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. What rate?
4.2.
Still not bad.
No, it's amazing
Yeah.
because rates are higher there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. Thanks.
They have the 8% now, 30-year, right?
Good job, Matt.
That's what's out of there. 8% 30 year.
That's what I hit. That's
Good
what
job.
I heard.
Good job, Matt. Thanks.
Good job, Matt.
Thanks.
Good job. What a
Yeah, I
great
appreciate that.
investor.
Oh, thanks so much. Yeah.
You should write a book about
I
that.
invest abroad. Yeah.
I invest abroad.
But then,
Yeah.
okay, so how is it? So if your
International
tenant doesn't
investor.
pay rent,
If what?
if your tenant doesn't pay rent,
Cop sheriff shows up.
exactly.
Yep.
And if you want to raise the rent because the mortgage has gone up, or your
I'm pretty
expenses
sure
gone
you
up?
just. I'm pretty sure you can. That I don't know for sure. So I'm not speaking from a
You have a
factual
long-term tenant
standpoint.
there?
I Airbnb.
Oh, okay.
I Airbnb down there.
Airbnb is a little different, but
Yeah, I
still,
heard, but still.
like if you have a tenant there, like the rules there protect the landlord. And so if you're an investor and you got money, where would you really invest at this point?
Right.
Right? Would you really want to come invest
I would
here?
personally.
there?
I think my next venture is more commercial.
Commercial's more
like
safe.
multifamily.
Yeah.
Like some multifamily, maybe some apartments, JV with some people.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where I want to go. I will answer Mahid's question though. How's your Florida investment been? So it's been warm. It's been warm. I mean, so we just finished from an Airbnb standpoint, we just finished the slow months, because the summer is really hot, so they're not getting too many tourists. Now, obviously, it's getting colder elsewhere, so people are going to start traveling more to Florida. Airbnb market there is very saturated, though.
Yeah, I heard that.
It is lots of competition. So the numbers that we were projecting, we're not getting straight up. Now that's why we differentiated our house. We called it the Villa Vuitton. Tried to make it like trendy, Louis Vuitton walls, pool table, ping pong table, picture of cash in the bathroom. Yeah. Just to like get people all hyped up and shit.
Yeah, you're gonna lose money, bro.
But we'll probably take that picture down because I haven't done that yet.
But you know what? Though, that's the right. If you have an Airbnb, I don't have an Airbnb, but I can tell you from a user standpoint, if you have an Airbnb nowadays, people want an experience and they want something that they can put on social.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like, oh, look at the place I'm in,
That's
and
why we
it
did
doesn't
those.
cost you much. You just got to do like a wall.
We
or
had
a
an artist
theme.
come in. We did a Louis Vuitton mural. We had a couple
Yeah, I
of
saw
them. We have a
that.
mural, then we have like just the wall with all the logo everywhere.
Something glamoury.
But still, it's just very saturated. So like, you're not like we're getting bookings, but we've had to lower the nightly rent,
It's not as good as you
the nightly amount just to get people through the door.
It's also the economy, man. Like
It's
less
true.
people have money. I mean, I
It's
don't
true.
know where it is in Florida. I haven't been to Florida. I've only been to like LA and like New York.
Yeah, but we are excited for these hot months coming up.
Yeah, but
Like New Year's is big, obviously.
where is it? Where is it?
Fort Lauderdale.
I know. We went golfing in Orlando, and there was a bunch of like really cool Airbnb options out there.
Yeah.
But also super saturated.
Are you an avid golfer?
Very.
Very.
Yeah.
Do you golf a lot?
I can.
But
Am
not
I
much.
good? I don't go much.
Obsessed.
Not that
like
good.
him. You're
Yeah,
obsessed.
Obsessed.
Yeah.
Chokehold
Yeah, that's
on
like
my
me with
life.
military.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like me with my gun license.
Yeah, like
Obsessed.
my TikTok is only golf.
So I gotta admit,
My
I
YouTube
back
is
onto a
only
golf
military.
course,
Which one?
Uplands,
Oh yeah.
and I've never played there. I've been there for over
What?
10 years. Not a single time have I played there.
'Cause-
I
'cause-
play occasionally, like maybe a handful of times a
Yeah,
year,
yeah.
but I've never played there. I don't know why.
So you're not going up on the lands?
No, not up. I'm going down on the
Oh,
mountain.
that-
Oh, wait.
Whoa. Whoa. Well, I mean,
Dean is shaking his head like,
that's kind
cancel
of
the show.
that's
Cancel.
wild that you just said
Tries to
that.
sell one and done.
That's why it's uncensored.
Yeah. It's dad jokes, they always
get it.
they
Yeah.
backfire all the time.
Should we open it up to questions?
We should.
Okay, well, people, if you like us,
For
we're
the
here
two and a
you.
half people that are still
God,
logged
this
in.
is-
For our 3 viewers currently, you guys can leave us some questions.
Hey, Cammy's here.
What's up, Cammy?
Yo.
Hey, Cam, please confirm for Friday. Did he confirm for Friday?
Yes, he did.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're Gucci. So we're making a little bit of
What's Friday?
a Halloween video.
We're gonna do content day.
I didn't get my. Is that to my email?
Do you want to join us?
yeah, you should join us.
What day is it? Friday.
Friday.
I'm busy.
Playing hard to get.
That's
now.
why we didn't invite you.
Beg me.
I will.
So we'll keep talking while we wait for. Hopefully, we get a question. Being very hopeful.
How many people are in here now?
Dave, can you just go on YouTube and write us a question?
Oh, it's on YouTube.
Oh, we got a question.
Oh,
Let's go.
How
How much business have you got done
I'm
on
gonna
the
be
golf
honest,
course?
zero.
on the golf
I'm
course.
so into it that like I don't, it's not even about that. I know I should. I will eventually. I got to get away from also golfing with realtors. That's a major problem.
Mauricio.
That's not
Mauricio
true.
golfs.
That's not true. I just built a really good relationship with a guy who is a home builder. We played golf together, and he just gave me exclusive lease listing. But he owns multiple properties, so it's a start.
That's good.
Yeah,
Anything, yeah.
yeah.
But I feel you on that because someone who's been doing this full time for 16 years, like when I joined the, are you okay, man? When I joined the car club,
Yeah.
people are like, "Oh, that's so smart. That's genius. You're gonna network." I'm like, you know what? Actually, when I go to the car club, it's my sanctuary.
Yeah.
I don't want to pitch anyone.
Yeah.
I just want to be friends with people. And the issue with being a realtor is as soon as you
know.
tell someone, they think you're going to try to pitch to
I
you.
know.
And they just like fade away and
I know.
disappear.
It's true.
And it's like, no, come back, friend.
Yeah,
I
no, I
just need a relationship. I don't need your business. It's fine.
Yeah.
And I'm happy
I get
that I
it.
don't like when I first started the business, I was very eager to
Yeah.
talk about real estate
course.
and gain business. And as you would as a new realtor. But like nowadays it's like I'm blessed enough that I don't need to do that and I just want a meaningful relationship
Yeah,
with
me
new
too.
people and
You want meaning in life.
I want meaning.
I love meaning.
I love meaning.
I'm a meaningful guy.
You brought some meaning to my real estate life, I think.
You want to have a kid?
No, not with you, no.
Okay. Best advice for a new realtor. Who wants to take this one?
Best advice. There's a lot of advice. for
Rentals,
new
do
realtors.
rentals. He knows that he's on
Yeah,
my
actually,
team.
Dave.
Oh, he's on your team?
Yeah, he's awesome, man. This guy's
How new is this guy?
6 months, 7 months. He's a shark, man. He's doing really well.
Yeah, don't give up and
Swim.
stop getting in your head with this wouldn't work because of blah blah blah. This wouldn't work because of blah blah blah. Just do.
Do it.
He's
Just
good at
do
that. He's good at that. He's in the middle. He does well with rentals. He's doing.
Join a team. That's great.
Yeah, he's got a good
Yeah.
mentor, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
But he's. I told him, like, a lot of new realtors. The biggest thing is like, where do I get leads from? And
Yeah.
I'm like, look, if there was a shortcut to this shit, we would all do it. We all not to sound rude or how do I even say this properly? We have the money to do it, and we don't do it because there is no shortcut. It's all about meeting people, building relationships, nurturing the relationships. I say this all the time, and he's now got his own website, which is going on with like all that stuff. So he's doing really well. But
Yeah, and you know what? I would probably say like just join different groups.
Yeah.
Like your dog walking group,
Yes.
the running group, and
Dog
and-
walking group.
And don't
You're right.
like don't pitch all the time. Like just be yourself. When people find out you're in real estate, they will automatically ask you about the market.
Yeah.
And
Big
that's
time.
when you can explain and give your 2 cents, and never go in for like, hey, do you want me to sell that? Do you want to see that? Like, if the opportunity comes, you let it have it, and then you don't have to push it on them.
Yeah.
True.
Right.
And
That's
build
like golf,
your
same
brand.
thing. What, everyone asks me what I do. I'm in real estate, and then I'm not even gonna say anything else
That's
until
it.
they ask me.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the market? It's kind of shit right now, but it is what it is,
It's
man.
one of these. You cast the line.
Yeah.
I'm real estate, and you're like,
Yeah, you wait for a little nibble,
Yeah.
and you wait for it.
And then no one asks you anything, and then they disappear, and you're like crickets. Like,
yeah. Best thing, build your brand
Yeah.
as fast as you can,
yeah.
and just try and be like Dave.
And social media all the way.
Social media all the way.
Yeah.
Question for all three of you: how was your first year in the business? What mistakes were made, and what would you do differently starting out today?
Oh man, for me, I would have just joined a team, to be honest, to like cut that learning curve,
Yeah.
because I had to come up with everything myself.
Yeah, big
but
time.
but the problem was I joined a brokerage that was like full of sharks. Nobody
Yeah.
was helping. There's no collaborative environment, and it was very bad because like you couldn't even leave an address or leave your office door open. If someone heard the address, they would have been there. So
Yeah.
I started off on the wrong foot. I think I should have been on a team, get the environment, that kind of
I
thing.
think mine is not tracking what I'm doing with my business. Like I was too busy working in my business to work on my business. If I could go back and track from day one, I would be 4 years ahead of where I am right now.
True.
Like tracking how many calls I'm making, emails I'm sending, where my money's being spent, what my ROI is on the certain things that I am spending it on. I think for me is tracking. If I would have tracked my business like an act, because I didn't think I was a entrepreneur when I started. I was like just running around with a chicken with my head cut off, figuring out shit. But you're running a business from day one, and if you don't think about it like that, you're gonna be regretting that down the road.
Yeah. Yeah, same for me. Like I kind of just winged it. I got into networking really early though, but I was also a barber at the same time. So I was just planting seeds as I was fading people. But I joined the team for 6 months, and I learned a lot there. I attached myself to a mentor early on, and just like literally copied everything he did. But I hit social media really quick. I just put myself out there,
Yeah.
literally, like and I worked for free. That's a big one. I always wanted to help with open houses.
Yeah. Smart.
I was showing other people's buyers for free.
Smart.
Wasn't asking for something, just to gain that experience with other people's clients. And then, when I started to get my own, I had some legwork already built up, But I wouldn't change a thing though, including like for the mistakes that I've made.
Yeah, I learned a lot from.
Yeah, I learned a
mistakes, for
lot.
Sure.
Like I wouldn't switch up anything really, literally. Yeah.
What's the other? Cameron's asking, how do you guys come up with creative ideas? That's a good one.
Yeah. In the shower.
Yeah.
So I take long, warm showers with myself. Obviously, myself. Yeah.
It's almost any time.
That was really,
Yeah, you just think of something funny,
Yeah.
write it down.
Yeah, but what's really weird is that you'll get an idea, but then when it comes the day of shooting, if you're not
Yeah.
in the mood,
Yes.
Yeah.
you can't produce. It's
Uh-huh.
like you can't perform.
100%.
Yeah, you gotta be in the mood.
100%,
Yeah.
man.
I wish
So
there was
true.
like a Viagra for like video making.
Holy
Where
crap.
you pop it and you're like, yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to act.
some videos.
Yeah. So it's so weird, but like on days that I'm shooting, I tell my wife, I'm like, I gotta be in the right mindset. Like I'll work out, like positive, happy, because that comes across in the video for sure.
Ritesh, Shout out to you, my friend. Thanks for making my night with that comment. Should we do our best modeling face?
I think it's just always on.
You
Blue
guys have
steel,
it.
blue steel. But yeah, coming up with the consistent ideas is tough though. Like it can be, it's a lot.
But one
But it's
good
fun.
idea could have the same power of like a billboard that's been
Big time.
sitting out there for a whole year,
100%.
right?
I think this
So-
is the billboard now.
Exactly.
No one's doing this anymore. Everyone's doing this. So
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of billboards, we're gonna be doing a giveaway, billboard giveaway,
get out.
because
Nice.
we hit 1K subscribers, so we're gonna be giving away a billboard to a winner.
Mm.
Yeah,
What do you mean giving away?
Yeah, what does that
billboards?
mean?
You like go take down a billboard and
Yeah.
come.
yeah. Open
Like-
your trunk.
Yeah.
No, just we have like wherever in the GTA, we're gonna give them like 12 to 15 choices after they win,
But
and
what
they
if
pick
they
the
don't have a
billboard they
business or
want.
anything to put on there?
Well, then put your face on it.
Yeah.
Put whatever
Happy
you want on it.
birthday, Michael! Like, congratulations on the new puppy. Like,
Yeah.
hey, I'll take the billboard if we can rig it and pretend I won.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would love that one.
Yeah.
How do I gotta get in that?
You would
Yeah.
love that one.
How did you guys all meet? Social media.
Yeah.
Social media. This is my first time actually meeting Dave in person, but obviously we've interacted before on social. Matt, same thing. I remember Matt from his awkward videos, the listing whatever videos, the awkward whatever explanation.
Oh, the jargon, real estate jargon.
Jargons, yeah.
Like,
I
It's
think
like-
you had one that was the bowling one was still my favorite.
oh, on the
Which one's
ball.
the
On the
ball?
ball.
No,
Oh,
I
is
did.
it?
I did idioms.
Ah.
Idioms like you wanna.
Those are my favorite.
You need a realtor to really fight for you in this market. Luckily, I'm on the ball, and then I got up, and then I just zoomed down on the bowling ball I was sitting on.
Oh, nice.
Sitting on a bowling ball.
That's
Still
a good
gets
one.
me.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
simple, cute.
There was one
It was
with
a pink bowling
sandwich
ball.
or
It's my mom's
something.
bowling
What
ball,
was the
actually.
sandwich one?
Shout out
I
to the
don't,
guy
I don't
changing
know. Oh,
angles.
don't bite off more than you can chew.
Don't bite off. You gotta
Yeah.
how do you do more? You gotta do some more of those, bro.
I know. My brain's not working.
Oh, this is a good one. Do you guys think realtors will still be earning 5% commission going forward into the future as tech gets more powerful?
No.
So no, maybe not 5%. This is actually going on right now. So in the States, there's a lawsuit.
Yeah.
They're trying to peel back on that. I forget the
It's
details.
basically
of it.
saying like the seller doesn't feel that they should be paying the buyer's agent because they didn't sign a contract with them. Why is that being forced on the seller? It should be, you want to work with the buyer's agent, the buyer's got to pay the buyer's agent. I'm the seller, I'm paying my agent who I want to pay, but why am I as a seller paying, I don't know what this guy is. Why am I giving him 40 grand? I didn't do that.
And what they're saying is
Like
that
they're forced.
yeah, essentially the buyer agent is going to be phased out in many cases because the buyers are going to have to pay for it.
Right.
And the buyers are going to be like, I don't want to pay for my agent, so I may go directly.
What's in the New Zealand, Australia? They don't have. I have a lot of like realtor, weirdly enough, from doing like real estate conventions and stuff. Conventions, is that the right word?
Conventions.
There it is. And they don't have buyers agents. Like, expos. That sounds cooler. They don't have buyers agents. It's all done
Ceremonies.
like on websites and stuff. So like you can. There's no. It's all open. The problem is that we have like a trust issue here because it's like, well, you're gonna lie, but theirs is like regulated by government laws. So it's not. You lie as a realtor, you're going to jail, not just getting a $5,000 RICO fine.
Yeah.
So
and
it's
very
different.
different. Like even in BC, like Vancouver, there's so many different rules. Like one of the norms there is that there's no lock boxes. You have to go open the door. So one of the agents I met in Montreal when I was speaking at that.
What do you mean?
So I didn't know this,
Neither
but
did I.
I was speaking at an event and there was a couple other speakers. One of them was like a big team leader from a big group in Vancouver, and he's like, I have to hire 3 agents, licensed agents, just to open doors for showings. He's like, because the norm here is we could put a lockbox, but it's not the norm. So you go there, you open the door to let the buyer agent in to come show the unit.
Oh, the listing agent has to open the door.
Yeah. So he pays like 200 grand in pretty much salary to have 3 other agents to go to his listings and open all these doors.
Oh shit.
The other thing is that you can't, Caitlin's online. Shout out to Caitlin.
You know her?
Yeah, she was at the that same Montreal event.
Oh, nice.
So,
Hey,
and
Caitlin.
and the other thing is you can't double end. You
Not
can't
allowed?
double end. No. So you'll have to refer to someone else or whatever. So BC realtors or Vancouver realtors make less money, is from what I understand, or it's harder for them to make as much money.
I remember I had they don't do rentals at Vancouver. Like in Vancouver, the agents don't do rentals. Like it's not a thing. So I had a girl come down one time from Vancouver, and I was like, you know, hey, come see this property, and she was like walking really far behind me, And I'm like, come on, see the house. Like, here's the house. And she was acting really weird. And I'm like, is everything okay? Like, did I do something that like maybe threw you off? And she's like, I just don't get like who the fuck you are. And I was like, I'm a realtor. And she's like, okay, that's amazing. But like, where's the landlord? And I was like, you'll never talk to him. And she's like, what are you talking about? Like, why are you driving me from like real place to place? I don't understand what's happening. And I was like, this is my job. Like, I'm a real estate agent. I help you. And she's like, couldn't wrap her head around it for the longest time. But
Interesting.
Yeah.
And I think yeah, technology is gonna. But there's been all these different companies that have popped up over the last like 16 years that I've been in the business, where they've threatened to do a flat fee or take away a certain thing, do a cashback. And the model didn't work because it's just a norm here in Toronto to do business the way it's being done.
Yeah.
And when it comes to something like some of the more expensive homes that I deal with, those guys don't typically want a discount of like $10,000, $20,000 when they're buying $3-4 million. They want your expertise. Because one simple mistake could cost them way more than that.
Oh, big time.
$100,000, $150,000, $200,000, mutual drive or whatever the case is that they wouldn't have seen, or an encroachment, or if a pocket wasn't as good. Because you might go to Leaside and say, I want to buy it on lease. In Leaside, the last sale was this much. But if you don't know the streets from each other, or if you haven't been in and out of those homes, you look at House Sigma. House Sigma gives you an AI algorithm.
Estimate.
The value is not accurate.
Right.
But for someone who's been in and out, knows that house that the pictures look nice, but the renos were really badly done.
Right.
That's
true.
why it got so low. So don't expect that price. Blah blah blah. So a true realtor, someone who's professional, who has the experience, not a part-time, but someone who has the experience, has been in and out of those homes, will be able to tell you, what the true value of something is.
No, I just pulled up that class action lawsuit against Toronto real estate industry over commissions.
Were we both way wrong?
No. And there's a new body. I forgot the acronym. It's like a CREA or TREB. It's a newer one.
Tressa?
Tressa. It's newer, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What are they? They were announcing there's something coming into place where a buyer might be able to represent themselves, right?
There's new forms or something my buddy was saying, but I don't know.
Like a buyer might be able to represent themselves.
But they've made these changes before, where the customer service representation came out versus the buyer representation, where the customer's not technically represented.
Yeah.
You know Riley Boyko?
Yeah, of course.
He was talking about some big changes that are coming, like our documents and stuff like that. But
Like what?
you know what? I should have read the message. I read it and I glanced at it.
Oh, you do those too. I glance.
There's
as well.
always improvements and changes made, but
I'm just reading the comments on this article. Real estate salespeople are nothing but scumbags
Oh, where?
who do nothing to sell your home and charge you the price of a new car.
Where was this?
They place an ad in the friggin' paper for
Financial
$20 and charge you tens of thousands of dollars to sell your house. If only you knew how much we spend in marketing.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wish.
Go to your real estate lawyer and have them sell your house for a couple grand. Save yourself tens of thousands.
You wanna know?
Don't need a real estate person in Canada. Houses will sell on their own
Yeah, okay.
because there's always a shortage. 27 days ago. Buddy, if you knew how things were right now.
Yeah.
let me answer that question actually and tell you once and for all. So realtors get paid for the conversations we have. You don't understand that a couple of phone calls behind the scenes could mean tens of thousands of dollars. I've had cases where we're talking and negotiating on a transaction, and you make a few good points and you bring the buyer and the buyer's agent's attention to certain things that create value for that house, and all of a sudden you can bump up the price by $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 by justifying it.
Big time.
The owner wouldn't be able to do so because they get emotional.
Yeah.
90% of for sale by home by owners don't actually go through, and they end up getting an agent, because I've had dealings with them where you go there and they're like, oh, this is the best driveway because it's the flattest and I spent so much time, like something that doesn't even matter.
I
And
paid
they're like,
this
okay,
16 times. I paid it.
yeah, and a true realtor knows how to really create value.
Yeah, big time.
Right? And this is the problem with our industry, is that it's saturated with anybody who wants to come in who don't have those abilities.
He goes
So
about
then they dilute the value of the other realtors.
I don't want to give my FSBO pitch away because it's sacred to me, but my favorite thing I do, I'll give one away. I always say, you know what? My client, I think, would like this property. I go in, I'm not going to tell anything else, actually. Say, my client would like this property. I think this could work for my client. Where do you want the 5% sent to? And every single one of them say, my account. I said, okay, cool. I met you on Kijiji 25 minutes ago. You think I'm going to tell my client to send you $40,000 to your fucking account? What are you, nuts? And they're like, well, what else would I do? And I was like, you don't have a lawyer trust account? And they're like, what, you know, and like they're just like, and then I just go at an angle of helping them, but
Yes.
because they have no idea. The thing you said that like,
I used to go after FSBOs, but then I realized they break you down.
Yeah, I
because
don't-
FSBOs are the guys who hate realtors.
yeah, I don't do it anymore
Yeah,
either.
yeah. But actually, new agent tip: go after
Yeah,
FSBOs.
the hardest conversation you'll have in real estate.
Best.
Yeah.
The most awkward and toughest conversation you'll have in real
Yeah,
estate.
I used to get told to fuck off all the time
Yeah.
on the phones. I
Yeah.
loved it though.
Yeah.
I used to that's how I built my wittiness. A
Yeah.
lot of it through cold calling, like my goal is like, let's get this person to laugh with me. I want to get them. Let me take them off their defense.
True.
So like, you know,
That's a good one too.
yeah, I'd call, I'd be like, hey, it's Matthew Campoli from Royal LePage at the time. Is this blah blah blah? They're like, oh, let me guess. You want to sell my house? Like, holy crap, are you psychic? I'm like, do me a favor. I'm going through a lot of shit right now. If can you just give me a reading quickly? You know, like, and then and they start laughing at shit. But
Dean, can you sit in for me? I gotta go, man. I'm bursting.
no, I think you know what I mean. If you guys,
We're done?
I mean, we've
Yeah.
gone pretty long now. I
How
think
long? That's past my bedtime.
It's
Like half an
almost
we've
hour.
gone pretty long
Yeah.
now. I
It's
think
3 in the morning.
it's 3 in the morning.
Baby, I'm coming to put the kids to sleep. I promise. I'll be right there.
I mean, I guess we'll leave maybe another minute if anyone else wants to ask a question. Other than that, our first place to sell live is done.
It was good. Thank you, sir.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
That was fun as hell. You got a pee, man?
I badly, so badly. If I move the wrong way, I might
You
burst.
want to make the friendship legit? You can pee in my hand.
I considered doing it in the water bottle while we were doing this, but yeah,
Shout out to Arden for staying this whole time.
yeah,
His
good.
Phone's at 1%.
Whoever stayed the whole time is gonna get something personally from me.
What is that?
I don't know, lunch or something. So, so Arden. wait, is he a realtor?
He's a realtor.
Oh, forget it. Yeah. Log off.
Holy.
Thank you to everybody who joined, and
We'll be doing more of these. We're gonna have amazing guests like Dave. We'll have Dave back on
yeah,
many
Dave,
times.
thanks. Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
You're
Long overdue.
I feel more like in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's
we're
nice.
and guys, if you want our heights, we'll text you our heights because no one gets our height.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna text you our heights.
Yeah. I'm 6'1".
All right, guys. Well, that's the end. We will we'll see you on the next one, I guess.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.